Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of the Functional Longevity Podcast, where we give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. I'm your host, Chris Porter, best-selling author and owner of Y.E.S Fitness. Let me first thank you for taking time from your busy day to listen to what I have to say. I don't take that lightly. But before I get started, let me also thank our sponsor, Y.E.S Fitness. Most people lose the ability to enjoy life as they age. At Y.E.S Fitness, we help people 40 plus get fit so they can live longer and enjoy those extra years doing the things they love to do. Some quick housekeeping here. If you want to get a timestamp or a transcript of today's broadcast, you can head on over to yesfitnessct.com. Across the top, you'll see a button for podcasts, and it'll give you access to any one of our now 315 episodes. You can also get this broadcast wherever podcasts can be found. And I want to remind you that we are hosting a free workshop called Midlife Momentum. A couple of days from now, October 3rd, 6:30 p.m. And Midlife Momentum will be empowering women through transformation. Join us for Midlife Momentum. It's a free workshop designed for women navigating the complexities of midlife. This holistic program addresses the unique challenges faced after 40, focusing on bone density, strength, metabolism, and finding renewed purpose. With experts, we'll lead discussions on exercise, stress reduction, sleep, nutrition, and hormonal health. You'll gain practical strategies to make lasting changes. Empower yourself to reclaim your vitality, strength, and balance because midlife is just beginning. Embrace this journey with confidence and clarity. So we only have a few spots left. It's Thursday, October 3rd, 6:30 p.m. You can find a link in the text here, or you can head on over to yesfitnessct.com and click on that. Again, space is limited. We only have a few spots left, so head on over now. The power of common sense and the hidden benefits of Phytoene. Today's episode is a perfect blend of science and practicality. We'll be talking about something that might surprise you. How a little-known plant compound called Phytoene, found in some of our favorite fruits and vegetables, could help extend life and even protect against Alzheimer's disease. But before we dive into the science, let's remind everyone one of the core benefits of this podcast. Your lifestyle choices hold far more power over your health than your genes. Research consistently shows that only about 20% of our mortality is determined by our genetics. The remaining 80%, that's influenced by how we live. And it's not complicated. There's no secret pill, no overnight solution. It comes down to those common sense habits, eating a balanced diet, staying active, managing stress, and getting enough sleep. It's the advice we've heard from our parents, our moms, but as simple as it sounds, it's powerful. In fact, it's life-changing. So let's explore some of the new research that backs up this message in a fascinating way. It's the hidden potential of Phytoene. So here's where things get interesting. There's been a new study published in the journal Antioxidants that shines a light on a compound called Phytoene. Most people probably haven't heard of it. I really didn't until I read the study myself. I'll admit, even in the nutrition world, it's been flying under the radar. Phytoene is what's called a carotenoid, a type of plant pigment. You can find it in tomatoes, carrots, apricots, red peppers, oranges, and even in some algae. Until recently, scientists didn't think much of it. There's been a lot of research on other carotenoids like lycopene, especially in tomatoes, but not Phytoene. Not so much. That all changed when researchers from the University of Seville in Spain and the University of Kent in the UK decided to take a closer look at Phytoene. They tested its effects on tiny worms that have a lot in common with us genetically speaking. So, why worms? Well, they're a great model for study, aging, and health without the cost, time, and ethical concerns of testing on humans. The results are pretty astounding. They found that Phytoene extended the life of those worms by 10 to 18%. But here's the kicker: it didn't just help them live longer, it helped them live healthier, which is what we're always concerned with. It's not a great thing to live longer if we're not healthy and able to do things we love to do. So, this is interesting. Phytoene reduces the damage caused by amyloid plaques, which are the sticky substances in the brain that are strongly linked to Alzheimer's disease. In fact, it reduced plaque damages by 30 to 40% in the worms. That's a huge deal because Alzheimer's is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. And we know that the earlier we can prevent it or slow down plaque buildups, the better. So, could phytoene help humans in the same way? We don't know yet, but the research is opening up exciting possibilities. We're not talking about some pharmaceutical breakthrough here. We're talking about a natural occurring compound in foods you can easily add to your diet. Tomatoes, carrots, apricots. These are foods that many of us are already familiar with. This study gives us even more reasons to make them a regular part of our meals. But this study didn't just stop at phytoene in fruits and vegetables. The researchers also looked at microalgae, which are tiny nutrient organisms that grow in water. Now, algae might not be something you think of when you're planning your dinner, but trust me, you're going to start hearing a lot more about it in the coming years. Microalgae are packed with healthy foods, proteins, and other beneficial compounds like phytoene. And because they grow in water, they don't need farmland, making them an environmentally sustainable food source. In this study, the team found that extracts from microalgae had a profound effect on the worm's health. The algae helped them live longer, protected them from oxidative stress, basically, the damage our bodies endure over time, and reduced the impact of Alzheimer's related plaque buildup. Microalgae are looking more and more like the food of the future, especially in our food systems adapt to climate change and substantially concerned. And while we still need studies to confirm all of this, it points to an exciting future where algae could become a major source of nutrition. Imagine walking down the superbar aisle in one day and finding phytoene rich microalgae supplements or snacks designed to support longevity and protect brain health. So what does all mean? What does this all mean for us today? It's easy to get caught up in excitement of new studies, these scientific discoveries. But let's not forget what this podcast is all about: common sense health practices. The study of this is a tongue twister today for me. The study of phytoene doesn't introduce some radical new concept. It simply reinforces the basics we've been talking about for years. We already know that eating a variety of plant-based foods, especially colorful fruits and vegetables, is one of the best things we can do for our health. Tomatoes, carrots, oranges, red peppers, all of these foods are rich in antioxidants, fiber, and vitamins. And now we know they contain phytoene, which could add another layer of protection against aging and disease. There's no need to wait for a magic supplement or breakthrough pill when you can start reaping the benefits right now through your diet. Remember, longevity isn't about fixing it quick. It's not a quick fix or relying on genetic luck. It's about making small, everyday choices that accumulate into a healthier, longer life. It's like making a deposit in the bank, the longevity bank. It's those choices your mom always reminded you about. Eat your vegetables, get exercise, get moving, and don't forget to sleep. But now when you reach that tomato or carrot, you'll know even more behind the scene why it's so much more beneficial for you. The phytoene working away to help your cells, keep your brain healthy, and potentially add years to your life. So, where does this leave us? In the same place we've always been, the power to control our health through our lifestyle choices. As exciting as it is to learn about phytoene and microalgae, the takeaway is simple. You have more control than you think. Yes, genetics plays a role, but the vast majority of our health outcomes are determined by what we do every day, the foods we eat, the way we move, the sleep you get. All of it adds up. And now you're seeing that even tiny compounds like phytoene can play a big part in that puzzle. So I'm Chris Porter, reminding you that longevity is a lifestyle. It isn't a quick fix. So go out there and make some choices today that your future self will thank you for. Eating those colorful fruits and vegetables, stay active, get enough rest, enjoy the process of taking control of your health. So thank you for tuning into this episode of the Functional Longevity Podcast. Until next time, stay healthy, stay strong, keep making smart choices every day. And we'll be back next week with more information on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Thanks for watching.